So, hello. All right. So, today I wanted to talk to you guys about the use of conscious mirrors. And I want to say a few things. One, it is a very in depth topic. It does not end with what I'm telling you. I'm giving you guys an introduction. Um, if you understood how to use them completely, you would be able to see into your ancestral patterns. You'd be able to see what things are blocking you. You'd be able to see just a world so far beyond the concept of yourself, but it is still you. And that's what's so beautiful about the process. So, first things first, the first thing I need you guys to understand in order to see this way is that you must understand that you are the source of your reality. That's it, and that's all. It's you and you alone. You get your own version of the universe. Okay? And what you create are a bunch of patterns to define yourself. You define yourself by what you are not. But what you're truly doing is descending into the whole mind and defining yourself by what you are not. And based on these experiences, you appear to be separate from the universe you are. But you're not. It's very cut and dry. So it's very important to understand this because if I understand that a lot of people are like, yeah, I'm the source. But then if that were true, then why are they still perpetuating, the negativity in their lives if they don't understand they're the source of it? Right? So it's like a real down in your face, I am the source. I must own this. And the reason I say this is so important is because if you don't understand that you are the source of your reality, you have no control over your reality, right? It's happening to you. This is what you call sleep. This is not the end goal here, right? No. We want to own it. So what does that mean? We're going to flip 3D on its axis and we're going to look at it from source perspective. Now, I'm going to give you a real quick quote and I will explain why I want this to be something that you take into account. When we become aware and awakened within ourselves, we can't help but want to fix every little detail, right? We want to provide help. We're, no, don't do that. That's not the way. And we really want to help. Unfortunately, if they did not ask you for help, let them be. Respect them enough to sleep. Let them sleep. Do not intervene. And I say this only because sometimes we may have the best interests in heart, but because they're so wounded and still in their pain, they cannot hear you or see you as you are. They only see their pain. And so it is very important not to offer help when it's not asked. And that is a very hard thing for me to do, let me just say. I always want to help. What can I do? But you can't. It's not appreciated, and you end up with a few enemies, and it's just not worth it. Okay? All right. That being said, let me get back to the quote. In the Gospel of Thomas, you are told by Jesus exactly these words. As you go about the countryside and they invite you in, eat what they serve you, heal the sick among you. He continues to say, it is not what you eat that defiles you, but what comes out of your mouth that does. So I'm going to break that down. You are wandering the countryside. You're essentially wandering your imagined experience. And there's a whole cosmos of that. And you are invited in. That means someone is asking you for help. You want to eat what they serve you. You want to listen to what they have to say. Okay? Because it is not what they say that defiles you, but how you handle what you are seeing that does. And that's important. Because conscious mirrors have a way of reflecting back past experiences, things that you're not attached to anymore, childhood memories, things that you've gotten over, maybe you've healed, maybe you don't even realize, but that it is playing in the background. And if that is the case, when someone comes to you and asks you for help, I guarantee you they are not it may look that way in reverse, but from source perspective, They are offering the help. Okay? So in this particular case, what we do is we listen. What do they have to say? And then we identify the patterns as to why we are crossing paths right now. That is really important because that'll help you understand where the shadow is. Okay? Now, the reason I say this is because we incarnate with a shadow. This shadow identity is how we define ourselves. Okay? It's how we define ourselves by what we are not in order to appear separate. But we know by now, and we've been hearing it for over 2,000 years, we are all one, right? We're all one consciousness. And so that means that these bodies are an illusion. And that requires to see through them and use these things to your advantage. You want to use these like a tool. You want to use these like someone who wants to better understand themselves. And so you use these conscious mirrors to see in between time.